Just to recap, my name is Vernaiko, I'm 22 years old, and I'm reading Harry Potter for the first time. Which is kind of weird because I feel like I've been led into this big social secret that's been kept from me for the last 22 years. Honestly, when you're on the internet this week, count the number of Harry Potter references you see in the week. You might be surprised. That being said, I finished Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets this week, and I thought it was decent. If you watched my first video, you know I thought the first book was good. I didn't think it was great, but that's mainly because the book spends about 90% of its time setting up the overall plot, settings, and characters in the story. And I would say it's really more of the same with this second book. But the second time around, it's a bit less magical. So you guys see the pun there? Magical, Harry Potter, magic, no. However, this book does expand on what is established in the first book with a bit more interesting details. And it does that two ways. Firstly, it establishes a political plot into the overall storyline of the series, which admittedly made the adult characters in the story a bit more interesting. But most of all, this book introduces social themes and issues into the overall plot of the series. And in many ways, I believe this was the overall point of the novels in the series. If book 1 existed solely to establish the series' characters and plots, book 2 exists to expand on those characters and place them into the social dynamic of the Potter world. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, this book establishes that wizards are cast into 3 different categories: purebloods, half-bloods, and mudbloods. And in the novel, as you learn where wizards are cast, you begin to gain a higher understanding of their actions. This probably holds most true to the character Hermione, who is a mudblood, and as established in the first book, the hardest working wizard at Hogwarts. We begin to see the reasoning behind why Hermione feels the need to work 10 times harder than the rest of the wizards in her class. There's actually a part in this novel where Malfoy calls Hermione a mudblood, also the first time we hear this word used in the series. And from Ron and the rest of the characters' reaction to him using this word, we basically learned that calling someone a mudblood is basically like calling them the N-word. My nigga. Which is reason enough in a revision Harry Potter series, this character could very well be black. Overall, I read an article somewhere stating that the first 4 books in the Harry Potter series are basically like children's mystery books in an enchanted setting. And having read the first 2 books so far, I would say that's a pretty accurate statement. Not exactly a bad thing, but not exactly much of a mystery either. Even had I read these books at 12 years old, I'm pretty sure I could have guessed who's behind the next plot to end Hogwarts in book 3.
Voldemort, Voldemort, ooh, Voldemort.
Don't say that. Which, to be honest, sort of makes me less excited to read the next book. My only gripe is this book is the same gripe I have with the first book. Besides the fact that the ending is pretty predictable, I don't care that Gryffindor won the House Cup again. And as shitty as a person as this may make me sound, I don't like the fact that they are so happy at the end of these novels. Well, that's that. Book 3 video coming soon. Maybe other cool videos coming as well. Like this, share it with friends, and then maybe I'll make more videos. For any Harry Potter fans or fanatics watching this video right now, I'd like to leave you with this question. If you're a wizard or a witch, why would you celebrate Christmas?